First poet I want to introduce you to is a woman who I've known for 5-6 years, I believe, if not longer. I'm getting old. And she is the winner of the competition, the small competition that we run, to find poetry which could in some way bring together the themes of the slave trade and Manchester and Manchester's cotton industry. She is has a background as a historian, which perhaps gave her something of an advantage in the competition, in that she didn't have to hunt for the materials and things like that. She already knew much of it, and she's quite well known as a historian in Manchester. So I want you to put your hands together, give a big warm round of applause as she navigates these machines and passages to Yvonne McCalla.
Good afternoon. It's fascinating here, just being in the middle of all these machines and thinking about all the work that went on here on these machines and the people that worked them and the cotton that came. My first poem is called Overspread, and I don't think I need to explain it or anything. I think it speaks for itself. Touch me, feel me, delicate buds of candy floss. I have soothed torn skin, drank the fever from sodden brows, seen the heart torn from living souls until their eyes no longer reflected a spark of light. Found myself stretched and taut on the wheels of spinning jennies that worked me endlessly, remorselessly, night and day, until they had manipulated my milky, unblemished flowers into something other, painted my face, transformed me. I have dressed the bed for my mistress in flaxen sheets of finest cotton, smoothed over the crimson gore of an awful lie. And the next is called Ancestral Libation, and I kind of have mixed feelings about the bicentenary of slavery, and, well, this poem explains those mixed feelings. So, we're celebrating, get my words right. So, we're celebrating slavery's bicentenary. Kind of gives the impression that it's all in the past. Well, just hold the defence. Let's consult the jury. Do you think the people of Darfur know that? Slavery owners had cause for jubilation, amply compensated for the sacrifice. The British paid them 20 million. The slaves still had to work to buy their lives. And for you, slavery was simply the beginning. And to tell the truth, you weren't the first, but it was the scale and the savagery in your sinning exceeded only by the courage of those you cursed. Heard you in the late night coffee bars boasting that you brought us civilization. Tell me, when did civilization ever start with the destruction of a continent of nation? You commemorate the generation wiped out in the First World War. It's hard to comprehend that Africa lost over 24. And this isn't about accounting, it's not about keeping score. Validation, respect, recognition, that's what we're looking for. And this knowledge is anchored in my DNA, in my bones, and it hears a lament that turns my blood to dust. Listening to yourself in congratulating tones, my soul still weeps in solitude for what became of us. 500 desperate rebellions reverberated through the Caribbean islands alone. We didn't wait for Wilberforce's agitation. We come ready with machete, mutiny and rockstone. So I will celebrate the end of slavery when it's truly, really banished from this earth. But we will sing forever of the bravery of those who died, resisted, and survived its curse.
All right, that was Yvonne. Give her another round of applause. She's a poet who I've always admired for the craft and the composure which she